Hello, I'm Brett Scherer. I'm one of the lab techs at PCC Cascade, and I'm here today on Elk Creek in the Tillamook Forest to do some stream characterization and water quality assessments, followed by some aquatic macroinvertebrate collections. So I'm going to start out doing kind of a general site characterization using the data form that we have developed for this lab. We start out where we are, the date, the time, and the GPS coordinates. And I have a handy little app on my phone that will show you all of those. And I will record those on this sheet here. The weather conditions, it's perfectly, maybe a few clouds, but it's basically, I'm going to call it sunny. In the past 24 hours, there might have been some rain showers and maybe cloudy. And I think we have had a good rain, or maybe a couple good rains in the last 7 days. So this is just after all the smoke and wildfire, and now it has cleared up, and we got a nice rain to flush everything out. So we want to take some weather data, and I have a portable weather meter right here. And we're going to start with the air temperature. This has been equilibrating for quite a while. And the air temperature is 16.7 degrees Celsius, maybe 16.6, and we'll say 16.7. The relative humidity is 73.4%, or around 73%. It's decreasing. Huh. We'll say 72%. And then the wind speed is currently, I'm going to say the wind speed is currently 4 miles an hour. This watershed is in the middle of a forest, the Tillamook Forest. And I don't know that there's a whole lot of non-point source pollution in this watershed. I'm going to say there's no evidence of point source pollution out here. And I'm not seeing a whole lot of erosion in this watershed either. So perhaps with some logging operations, we could get some erosion, but right now in this section of the forest, I'm not seeing any erosion. Dominant type of vegetation. I'm going to pan up a little bit so you can see it, and pan around. As you can see, the dominant type of vegetation is trees. And the canopy cover, I'd say, is partly shaded, not completely shaded. And we're going to do a canopy cover assessment. And there's a couple different ways we can do this. We can use a camera with a fisheye lens, which is what I'm going to do for one of the canopy cover measurements. That way you can do this on your own. You can analyze that image. And then I'm also going to use a tool called a densiometer. And we have this spherical densiometer, which acts kind of like the fisheye lens to see how much cover is up there. And there's some special instructions for using this. And I'll take the densiometer reading after I take the fisheye images. And I'm not going to bore you on the video with the taking of those. And then the other way that you could calculate canopy cover is using an app on your phone. I forgot to download an app, so I'm not going to be able to characterize the canopy cover that way. So we'll use the fisheye lens and the densiometer, and your instructor can have you use whichever type you need. And then The last thing we're going to do in this stream characterization is to look at the stream itself. Is there any large woody debris visible? I am only seeing one piece downstream. Maybe point down there and zoom in so you can see that. Yeah, there's a log in there. And the other thing we're going to do is characterize the substrate, the rocks in this stream. And I'll do a quick estimate in kind of the little reach that I'm going to be sampling for water quality and macroinvertebrates. All right, so that pretty much covers the first side of this page. And I'm going to go ahead and take a few more data. I'll take some pictures as I'm doing the canopy coverage and upload those, and then we'll move on to the water quality assessment.